Howdy, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Big Fish Synergy. One might have been okay. It was better than some of the last ones. But this one's kind of a little bit of a different style episode. I was actually contacted via the Big Fish Synergy email, bigfishsynergy@gmail.com, by a fan and up-and-coming bait maker and really good swim bait fisherman, this dude called Chris. And he has like I said, he's an up-and-coming bait maker. You can find him on Swim Bait Underground under the tag name Inkedup, one word, Fishing. And I'll leave it right down, where will I leave it? Right down here. I'll leave it somewhere down here. But anyways, Chris hit me up and was like, "Hey man, I'm a big fan of your videos. I make baits. Would you like to come and test out some of my baits? I've got a really cool body of water that I fish on." We ended up talking, and I decided to meet Chris and his wife for a fishing session, or a couple fishing sessions, in the dead heat of the summer. And I got to prototype some of his baits. I checked out a really cool crank down, an awesome glide bait, and a wake bait. And if you check out his Swim Bait Underground profile, you can learn more about all of those. I won't, well, actually, I'll tell you right now. The glide bait is called the Seek and Destroy. The wake bait is a big, really substantial wake bait. It's called a War Pig. And his Gill style crank down, he actually did a Gill glide, a crank down, and a wake bait, now that I think about it. And those are called the Chop Suey. So anyways, that was really the whole purpose of fishing with Chris, to kind of prototype and give some feedback on his baits. And again, they're really cool. He made some changes already. I really like the swim on a lot of them. The Gill is really special, I think. Had some really awesome followers. But that was the guise of the trip. But then we ended up really trying to pick apart a new body of water, which is a giant kind of lowland reservoir with huge drop-offs. So in this video, I'm going to basically take you through what baits we utilized for success in the dead heat of the summer. And trust me, it was no easy feat. We had to really, kind of do a mix and match a job of swim baits and conventional stuff to have a successful day. And so I'll do what I did in like the Vance video, where we picked apart the baits we used, and then I give commentary on it. So let's cue the music and we'll get into the video. Okay, so like I said, we were fishing this lowland reservoir, and after we were done kind of prototyping some of Chris's baits, and I was giving him gave him the feedback, we moved over to some more of the stuff we'd fish if we weren't out there like doing a research mission. And the first fish of the day was actually caught on a basically bottom bouncing, a big soft paddle tail. He was using the Citizen 7 and just basically slow rolling it like you would do with a Huddleston. Now, I think this is kind of interesting because you wouldn't really think of a paddle tail style soft swim bait as something that you would creep on the bottom, but he was actually having a lot of success for it. Chris is a really good bottom contact fisherman, good with the soft baits, and he was just basically really slowly creeping it, kind of like the tactical bass and Hud style that they do with wedge tails. I mean, obviously everybody in the swim bait world knows that is like a tried and true method for wedge tail style swim baits, because that wedge tail will always be kind of slowly moving no matter what. The paddle tail style swim bait takes a little bit more oomph to get it going. So that's not really, I guess I'm not going to say it's not the best. It's just really not known for that style presentation. maybe it's not the best, but it is a cool alternative, and it presents the fish with something that they probably haven't seen before. So like I said, he was fishing a Citizen 7. I have a couple Citizen 6s right here. Now, the 6 and the 7 are both really viable summertime baits. I like fishing them on straight braid, going through junk, going through like grass and weeds. You can put on a heavy leader and you know, reel them slow in the middle of the water column, or you know, hit a bottom thing. But I really haven't seen what Chris was doing. He was fishing it almost like pretty much like a big magnum worm, which we'll get into later. But he was creeping it real slow and then just doing a couple like shakes, like something you do with like a magnum shaky head, and he was triggering bites. And he got on a really legit fish right off the bat, and that was the first catch of the day. So let's check that out right now. I'm reeling it. I'm trying to get this. Jesus. Oh, that's a giant. No, come on, dude. Dude, come on. That's a 6-pounder.
Got him, man.
Dude, I'm gonna get my scale. Hold on. Dude, hold on. Wait, first of all, hold that thing up. Give me a commentary on that, dude.
Dude, I was just slow rolling straight off the bottom after I let it sit. Gave it a slow roll, gave it a little twitch. He smoked it, dude.
Dude, so it was a slow roll.
Slow roll. Look, he tore my bait right off. Slow roll. I gave it a little twitch. Slow roll again. Another twitch, and boom.
Hold that thing out.
There he was.
Beauty, but Chris just caught a beauty
there
on the Citizen 7-inch.
Yup.
Okay, then as the day kind of went forward, we moved away from the soft swim baits for a while, but then as the sun was shifting a little bit, he went back to a different style soft swim bait. I think because he actually snagged up his Citizen, unfortunately, on the bottom. And I should say that the Citizen 7, he was fishing on a 10-aught beast hook, and he actually had a trailer on the end of it. And I think he was fishing it on a Savage Gear, one of those squad swim bait rods. I'm not sure if it was a heavy or extra heavy, but it was stout and it was really getting the job done. That's a cool pull. If I was fishing that, I would probably be throwing it on a few different things. What I have here right now is a nameless, 786, sorry, nameless heavy swim bait rod, all-purpose, 786, 1.5 ounces, and it is absolutely great for throwing soft swim baits. I think another really good option for these smaller ones that are around 2 ounces, or you could throw it on the nameless 766. That's like his cut down version. That's rated up to 2 ounces, but it still throws these things fine. It has plenty of backbone to drive the hook through. And you could also throw it, and I've had success throwing it on a Lowdown Custom medium light, moderate fast, medium heavy, moderate fast, and heavy moderate fast. Sometimes, depending on where you're fishing, it helps to fish a power up. Like if I was fishing in grass, I'd probably want to fish it a power up so I could pull them through all that junk if I had to. And you can also fish it on the ultimate multi-purpose production swim bait setup, the Shimano Antares Metanium with the Studio Composite RC SC EX. Oh my God, can I ever get this right? RC SC EX, I was right. RC SC EX 102. Oh, RCSC EX standard plus 102 millimeter parentheses XL29 EVA foam grip handle. That is correct. That's what I have on all my reels pretty much. And you can pair that up with a Megabass, TS Destroyer Blackjack, and that is just a phenomenal all-purpose combo. If you want to just get a really high-end production rod, that's kind of got that JDM flair. That'll fish anything that fishes these baits great. So, anyways, Chris went over to a Beast Coast Creep, which is actually an unbelievable alternative to the Citizen 7. Same style idea, same type of profile. Let me just compare this. Just a little bit more slender. I would say that this Beast Coast Creep, check it out, it kind of got a similar body style, just again more slender. But the Beast Coast Creep is like a combination of the Citizen and the or Working Class Zero Citizen and the Megabass Mag Draft 6. That's what I think of it as. It's like in the middle. So later in the day, he was doing the same type of technique, and he was just creeping it real slow, long bomber casts and bringing it in super slow, and he got on a really nice fish. So let's check that out.
Got him.
Dude, what was it? What is it?
The bass.
Is it the Gill?
Nope, it's Beast Coast, the bluegill one. Come here. Almost.
Oh my God, nice job, dude. Dude, that's sick.
Down on the bottom. Slow rolling pop, slow roll pop. Mwah. Thank you, buddy. I love you.
Wow.
Tell your aunts and uncles.
So they are at the bottom. Okay, so like I mentioned, we were fishing a lowland reservoir, and we were predominantly fishing a lot of riprap. I would say 75% of what we fished was riprap. Big, steep drop-offs, anywhere from 10 to 25 to maybe even 30, 35-foot drops that just go straight down. And what I have learned in that type of scenario is that right where that drop-off happens is usually where bass, big predatory bass, will lurk, right in that point to where it tapers down into deeper water. Obviously, bass are ambush predators, and they like having an easy escape route to deeper water. If you have ever fished riprap before, you'll notice that when they bite a bait, they usually will hit the bait as hard as possible and turn their head and try to swim to deeper water as quickly as possible. And that's in a few of my videos. Maybe I'll leave a link up here to one where that's blatantly obvious. But what I have learned in the summer, okay, so we are deep in the summer months here in Jersey. It was probably 95 out during these sessions.
Oh.
I was fishing this Yohan crankdown, and this thing is, it's a gem. It's like a slow float. It's not really a wake. It's a legit crankdown, and it will actually suspend in the strike zone and look like a gill that's just kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever checked out how gills kind of suspend and relate to a territory, but they will just hang out and they'll slowly float up, maybe pop a bug off the surface and then come back. This bait does that to a T. So, and the funny story about this bait actually used to be a glide bait, and I made some kind of crazy cast and hit like I guess there's something in the water, maybe a pylon or something, and I didn't see it, and I reeled it in, and the bait was destroyed. And I talked to Yohan, and he's like, send it back, I'll make it into a 3-piece crankdown. And he did, and I've caught fish on now when this was in its glide form and also in the crankdown form. So anyways, I was fishing this off of the riprap, and I was doing a kind of, and again, I'm fishing it on that same nameless setup, again, that I talked about before, the 786, heavy 1 to 5, all-purpose, Shimano Antares, DC Monster Drive pseudo composite handle, and I was basically cranking it down off the rocks. And if you'll see in the video, I was doing this kind of shake lift up, and it makes the bait, it made the gill kind of sputter out, but then it would just suspend there because this is truly a slow float. So you crank it down a few feet, do that kind of aggressive thing, and then just kill it and let it sit there right at the edge of the where you can visibly see the rocks disappearing into the abyss. Oh! And I cannot tell you the amount of follows and near misses that I had from these fish are very wary. They're smart in this place. They've seen a lot of baits. They were just coming up and taking a swipe and then just going straight back down because, again, it's hot. They don't want to exert tons of effort, and if they miss it on the first try, that's it. They'll get something else. So I managed to finally get one doing that same thing, and it was such an awesome eat, and I wish you guys could see it better. There was crazy glare on the water, but let's check out that catch right now. You can do like kind of like a pseudo, look.
Oh yeah.
Like that kick out thing,
yeah,
where I do the pause.
It's got like that crank down glide action, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like in the middle.
Yeah, it's like a mix, a hybrid. Dude, that thing will get smoked here.
See that right there, where it suspends?
Dude, that's
a real slow float.
Yep, that's a true slow float right there.
Look, just hanging out.
Dude,
he's one of the only guys that does that.
Really?
I've never seen a guy that can get the slow float
just right.
Perfect. I think if I just fish it and just pause it, maybe that's the way to do it.
I think so. I definitely think so.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah! Woo! You know what I'm talking about?
I knew it.
I told you.
Dude.
Told you.
That's a 2-pounder. Dude, here with Chris. I just got one to hit the Yohan crankdown. He nabbed it right off the bank. Fishing it on a, I can't even get it right here. Name was custom. This is the medium heavy, this is the heavy 1 to 5. Just barely got him in. It's like a nice 2-pound fish. We're gonna get him out right now. Awesome. Here's a release. See ya, buddy. Look at that, right down. Right down, bro. Just seeing it coming up. That suspend, dude, that crank suspend got him.
Dude, definitely, dude.
Dude, that was a nasty eat. Okay, so as I said before, 75% of this place is probably riprap, but the other 25% is shallow grass flats, long tapering points. Again, a lot of shallow grass, and that is a great place for bass to hide out in the summer. And in my experience, there are a lot of ways to catch them like that. Obviously, you can throw like a chatterbait. You can, throw weedless worms down there. But if you're talking about big baits, nothing beats a really slow moving wake bait over giant expansive grass flats with obvious points, ambush points, and signs of cover. So basically, we started hitting them. We started hitting the wake baits hard, and Chris actually got the first wake bait fish on a Buka bull rat. And this is my version, which is just a stock Buka bull rat. This is a great rat. It gets absolutely killed. He, obviously being the custom painter that he is, he actually painted his rat, and it looked awesome. It had like whiskers going on, like a little white in the face, and he was able to convert on a really phenomenal, again, a really phenomenal quality, like high 3, low 4. We didn't get a weight on it because it flopped out of his hands and got back in, but it was a quality fish. I'd say high 3s, maybe low 4s. But again, who knows? It had a great mouth on it, and it was a great bite over an expansive grass flat. So let's check out that catch right now. I hope it just worked. Yes, that's a good one.
Yep.
Yo, keep him down, dude.
Dude, I'm in the weeds, dude. Come on, man.
I got you. Just keep him down. I knew the wake bait would come through. Keep him down. It's a 5-pounder, 4-pounder. Keep him down.
I'm trying, dude.
You got him. Just same thing, dude. Don't rush him in.
Yep. Nope. I'm trying to just keep the tension on him. Here he is.
Nope.
Right
Keep his head down. Keep his head down.
I'm trying. Come here. Grab him.
Woo! Just don't want to get. Got him.
Sick.
That's awesome.
Nice fish.
Beautiful. So tell me what happened there.
So we're in real shallow water, only a couple inches. Literally, it's maybe, I don't know, 8, 10 inches, 12 inches in certain spots. Cast it all the way out by this brush point that comes out there on the edge of the rocks. I was walking it and...
Hold him up.
Walking it and giving it a slow reel. Next thing you know, boom, comes right out of the grass. Smokes it. Didn't even realize at first until he jumped out of the water with it in his mouth. And he just killed it.
Buka bull rat. That's probably a good, that's probably like a 3.8 to 3.10.
Yep, exactly. I gotta give him some water.
Yeah, give him some water.
Oh, put one in.
This is a mess.
At least for good.
So Chris and I have just been throwing wake baits over here, over this shallow flat.
So warm
and I
over here.
guess we're gonna continue to do that for a little bit.
I think that's the way to go. No, don't go nowhere. Oh, you finned me. Damn. Always, never no pictures, can't weigh it. There we go. Always jumping out of my hand when I'm trying to give him some water and some love. Killing it.
Okay, yeah, and while he was throwing the rat, I didn't also want to throw a rat, so I end up throwing the toxic Wade Hoggs. So I went with a little bit, I've been throwing the whippersnapper a lot lately. I went with a little bit bigger profile gill wake because there was some chop on the water, and I wanted a little bit more weight out there to move some water around and to really kind of make that presence known. And I feel like they show up better. Like, for instance, you wouldn't want to throw like a G2 shell cracker with chop on the water, but you would want to throw it when it's totally dead calm, because subtlety, oftentimes in the summer for these giant bass, they'll just slurp it down. That's an easy meal for them. But anyways, trying to make my presence known. So I ended up getting on a couple really, again, quality wake bait fish. I'd say like high 2s, low 3s, something like that. But they put up a great fight. One was right by a point. There was some cables like laid out, and you know, Chris is like, I bet you there's one there. I was like, dude, for sure there is one there. And I threw it in. I felt kind of cheap because it was like, you know, sometimes where a bass is supposed to be, you never think they're gonna be there. You're like, oh man, there should be a bass there, but there actually was that time. And I managed to convert on it. And then I got one just vomited out over the grass flat, just on a super slow retrieve, just with a couple walks. Okay, so I am throwing this on a nameless 807. This is a phenomenal rod. It covers a lot of different applications. Again, you can throw soft baits and hard baits. Got a nice moderate taper with parabolic bend. It's perfect for this larger style wake bait. And I'm fishing that on a Shimano Calcutta Conquest. And this is that same style studio composite handle, but this actually has the carbon fiber grips on it. This is the most comfortable one of the bunch, in my opinion, but they're really hard to get and they're more expensive. So the EVA foam for me is the best bang for the buck, and it still feels great. But this, I put on the 400 series, I put 108 millimeter handles. I think they fit the Conquest better and really, you know, allow you to really torque these fish in. Just remember though, you're changing the gear ratio slightly when you put on these longer handles. These things come with a 96 millimeter handle factory or stock from factory. So just pay attention to your reeling and, you know, be in tune with the bait. So let's check out those catches now. Awesome.
Phenomenal fight. Phenomenal fight. Bring him in. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Dude, he was literally sitting. That's the same size fish, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you got him good. You pierced both. Oh, there he goes. He closed his mouth. He opened it and closed it.
That's like a 2-pounder.
No, dude, that's 3.
Watch it.
Yep, I got it, bro.
Don't yourself.
Got pliers?
We gotta go. Back.
No. I got pliers. One second.
Just hold him good.
All right, go ahead.
Might be able to get it.
All right, cool. Oh, he's hooked in the head now. Oh, we're good. We're good. Here.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem, brother.
So that's a solid.
That's high 2s, 3.
I'd say it's probably right 2.5. He smoked it.
Dude, I heard it, bro. I was like, yeah, my boy. That's what I'm talking about.
That was a nice fight, dude. That was cool.
I'm telling you, they're fighters over here, man.
I'm gonna go grab
Just get them off that cable?
Yeah.
I knew
It
it.
was right there.
Yeah.
Good solid one.
Chuck him.
No, I think he can. I think he'll be okay if I just.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Look at that. Inches of water, bro. Inches. They're looking for food. That's what I'm talking about, my boy.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Get him! That's what I'm talking about. Get him! Get him! Down. Oh, is that a good one? Whoa.
I don't even know. I'm just trying not to look. I don't think so. Another 2.
Wow, there's a lot of 2s over here, huh?
2.5-er, 2.
Nice fish.
It's a thick guy.
Oh my God!
So guys, we've been catching them just doing a nice little kind of slow walk on the wake over this giant grass flat. And we're on this kind of grouping of like 2.5 to 3.5 pound fish, maybe some smaller ones, maybe some bigger ones mixed in, but just kind of slow rolling the weight hogs over this grass flat and got a pretty good one. Gonna get him back right now, if I could speak. Awesome, bye. All right, here's the release. I'm taking one more cast.
I'm gonna start packing like this.
Yeah. I have a feeling about this wake bait.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't even know you were. I thought you
No,
were.
I thought it was a fish.
It's a big fish.
I'm just hoping to get on a wake bait bite. Maybe they'll come up and see that like a slow, something that looks injured, and crack it.
Dude, you gotta let us know the next time you're free and you're open.
I think it's not gonna. Oh, I got hit right there. Did you see that?
Yep.
You see that? Oh, there he is again.
No way. You got him!
I didn't even let him move. It's a little guy.
Got snagged. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, you gotta get a bite.
Guys got a wake bait fish. He was playing with it. This guy's like a pound. Gonna get him dehooked and get him out there so I can try to catch one more.
Hey, little fish matter too. They got feelings.
See you, buddy. Thanks for eating that. That's crazy that you did.
Thanks for giving me that.
Dude, he hit that, what, 5 times?
Yeah, even if you know what?
That was so cool to see.
Right? Isn't it nuts?
Yeah.
That bite is such a fun bite.
Yeah, I wish I had mine.
Okay, so yeah, Chris, good thing I remembered this portion. Chris actually was fishing a Huddleston grass minnow, which is a bait that you don't really hear about a lot. And it's got that same, you know, really kind of nice, subtle, realistic bait fish profile that Huddleston is known for. Really subtle tail kick. And it's a really, really kind of small bait. and I think it's only a couple inches, maybe 2.5 inches, and he was fishing them. They're totally weedless, and he was fishing them over the grass and just popping them off the grass. And let me tell you something. I mean, I know there is look, we all want to catch fish on giant swim baits, but sometimes it is dumb to force a swim bait bite. Like mid-July, early July to late July, it really pays to have a couple downsized baits, because there's a bunch of shad fry in the water that are like 2.5 inches, and that's what these giant bass are eating. So this whole next segment, I guess, is going to be focusing on more conventional. So actually, well, we'll get to that, but this next couple will focus more on smaller baits. So yeah, so it pays to have like a 2-inch profile bait. And yeah, Chris was popping them out of the grass and getting a lot of reaction bites. And I think he was just fishing it on you can fish these things on just a medium heavy or a heavy. Again, like that Shimano X Pride heavy is really good. The medium heavy is really good. They have that X wrapping that's really stout. And he was fishing like some kind of project reel that he made. I think he put in like a real heavy like brass gearing in a standard size like reel, but it fit the bill. Again, like you're your normal conventional baitcaster setup. Like I would say probably go with the heavy, just because you're in the grass and you're trying to set a hook on a weedless bait and you don't know how they're eating it. You can fish those things on straight braid too. Like if I was fishing in the grass, I'd have no problem fishing straight braid. So let's check that out. Were you out there? My bad.
I'm over here.
Okay.
She's out there.
I'll go back to the wake.
Yeah, it might do it. Try Yohan.
I'm scared to throw that because it cranks down. I just feel like it's gonna get caught.
Throw it real slow.
You think so? There it is. Oh my God, you got nailed. That's a good one. There it is. Is that a bass, dude? Dude, that's a good one. Another good one. Dude, look at this. Look at this guy, bro. Hold.
Get him on.
Thank you, buddy.
How are you fishing that?
Dude, I was just letting it sink into the grass, popping it back out, and then kind of giving it a couple of cranks on top of the grass, and then I'd let it fall back into the grass.
Hold that up.
Right back out. And I'd pop it right back out, give it a couple of cranks, keep it on top of the grass.
Hold it.
Long arm it.
Definitely always. Wait, I don't know. That's too much. That's too crazy, bro. Hold on. All right, I got picks.
Good looking, man. Thank you.
Awesome. What is it? Another Tuesday?
Yeah. In the grass, man. Threw it out there with the wind. Let it sit like it was dead on top of the grass because it's nice and light, so it sits right there. I literally was looking around for a minute, stopped, came up, ate it. I was getting bites on it over there.
Wait, tell me that again. Hold on, let me get closer.
I was whipping the grass minnow with the wind so I can get it out further by the power line. I was reeling in, I got a little nibble. I reeled it in, casted it back out with the wind again, reeled it in, and left it out there on top of the grass because it's so light. Like,
can you just come up and smoke it?
And like it was dead fish.
Sucked it in?
Sucked it right in.
Did you hammer him? Okay, yeah, and similarly, had to really work on that pronunciation there. Chris's wife, Brittany, was downsizing her baits as well, and she was fishing a rattling Ned, which I think was a rattling Ned or something. And I think that's a Guggen bait. I don't really know what it is, but a Ned rig, I mean, look, everybody here knows what a Ned rig is. It does not, I mean, you can never go wrong throwing a Ned rig off of riprap or off of rocks. And it's a great do-nothing bait. In the summertime where these fish are not active and they're just glued to the bottom, you stick a Ned rig down there and you just you can sit there and check your watch and get bit by an absolute behemoth. and really be productive. The problem that I think a lot of well, I don't know if it's a problem, but the pattern that I see a lot of people get into with the Ned ring is it's just too much motion. Like, this is a dead stick bait. You let it, throw it out, let it fall, don't do anything. Maybe move it like twice. Don't do anything. Let it sit for like a minute. I mean, it's just, they're there. Trust me, these fish are there. They're gonna see the bait. The more you shake it, the more unnatural it looks, because nothing is moving that fast in the summer. Honestly, it's just not that style bait. So yeah, Brittany was getting on him on the Ned rig, and also she was getting on him on a really small, like a 2.5 inch or a 2 inch, or maybe it was a 3 inch paddle tail. Her drag was a little funky, like it was just a little loose. So I just tightened it. Just because she missed a pretty good one. She was killing them on the hook sets, like it was really awesome. But I think the drag was just set a little loose, and this fish just managed to shake her off. So we just tightened the drag down, and she was throwing out that, you know, just a 2 inch swim bait. I mean, honestly, any paddle tail will work. There's a Gambler makes a pretty good one. Like, I think it's called the Little Swimmer, or the Little Easy or something. Everybody makes one, honestly. You can't go wrong. Like, the Hazardong Shad's a really good one. The Megabass Hazardong Shad, the Megabass Spark Shad, they make 3 inch versions of that. Cannot go wrong with that. I mean, with all the pressure in the summer, sometimes that smaller bait, you downsize to upsize. So she got on a few good ones. So let's check those out. Yes.
Get him, babe.
Keep
Get
it.
him. Come on, reel it. Hurry up.
My drag was really not set, definitely.
I told you. Get him.
Dude, I think that's a good fish, man.
Get him, babe. Come on.
I'm trying.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Keep your rod tip up. Keep your rod tip up.
Dude, that might be a giant, bro. Go get that. Oh, it is giant.
Good fish.
Dude, that's a 3 pound, 4. Yes.
3 pound fish, baby. Come on. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Come on, that's a solid 3.
Yo,
That's a solid 3 right there, babe. Good job.
what did you do?
Babe?
Oh God.
What were you
I
throwing?
cast it out. I was throwing a Rattle Ned by Guggen, and I was going really slow. I'd let it sit and barely even felt him hit. It was definitely a light bite.
That's awesome. And that's a good solid 2 pound fish. That's
Yes,
sick.
he is.
Awesome. Money.
Thank you.
So sick.
I was like, am I ever gonna catch one today? Jeez.
That's a nice one too.
Like last time, babe. Called right before the end of the day.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go. I want a freaking river monster. Yes. Oh, dude, they're all down low. That's a good one.
Get 'em, babe.
It's coming up. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, God.
Keep
Oh.
that pressure on it,
Dude,
babe.
dude, I think that drag. Wait, we got to set that
Yeah,
drag,
you
bro.
gotta tighten that drag up.
Oh my God, this is so dangerous. Whoa. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's good.
So keep it like that.
I would keep it like that. Oh, dude, he crushed that. Was that in the bottom?
No, I was actually reeling it in that time.
Get out of here.
Yep.
On this, that's actually a good bait. That's a good bait.
I was like, you know what? This looks like a shad. I'm trying it. Usually I never change my bait, right?
Nope. It's always a rattling Ned.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's way tight. I don't think they can beast you like that.
Okay.
Dude, keep that rod tip. Don't let that rod tip up. Keep them down. Control where the fish goes. When you feel them come up to jump, lead them down.
Okay.
How'd you get him?
I cast it out from up top the hill and was reeling pretty fast, and he bit on it right before I got in.
Amazing. All right, we capped off the night with another good one. Sick. Turn that around. Oh my God, was that on the same bait?
Yep.
What was it? The little paddle tail?
Yeah, it's just like a little, I forget what the name brand is, but it's a little paddle tail.
Unbelievable. Another catch. Okay, and probably my favorite part of the day, because I never do this, is I was fishing a Magnum shaky head. I was fishing an 8-inch and a 10-inch bullworm on a 1/4 ounce Strike King mag shaky head, or it's a mag jig head they call it. I don't even think they call it a shaky head. But this black and blue flake was getting absolutely tattooed. And right now I have it on straight braid because I was throwing it in grass. Again, a lot of cover. When I was throwing it at this specific body of water, I had a 20-pound Maxima Ultra Green leader on with a you know, via FG knot, and then I actually, on my worm rigs, I don't tie a double uni knot because it's got too many tag ends. I don't want it sticking out, those 3 tag ends sticking out. I actually tie a San Diego jam knot, just a regular, not a double. San Diego jam knot, again, I don't want the 3 tag ends. San Diego jam knot, 1 tag end, it takes up less junk when you're fishing down there. Really strong knot if you tie it correctly. Just make sure all the wraps are consistent and even. Now I'm fishing this on my trusty Shimano X Pride 7.3 extra heavy. It's my frogging rig, my light punching rig, and absolutely phenomenal for just drilling crazy hard hook sets in 20-foot ledges, or 10 to 20 foot ledges, and really hammering it home, because this is a big hook. You got to get it through. This is a 5/0 hook, by the way. I said it's a 1/4 ounce already. But again, Studio Composite 102 millimeter handle. Or that actually might be this one might be a 96 millimeter handle. I can't remember. Either one, they're so close. You can't go wrong with either one. They'll fit this Metanium DC. I'll tell you, this Metanium DC 15, Metanium 15 DC, sorry, is just such an awesome reel. I took out the aluminum gears and put in brass gears to make it a little bit stronger, more consistent. Those aluminum is, lighter density, so it'll feel gearier quicker than brass. Brass is just, you can't go wrong with it. But I'll tell you, this is an unbelievable Magnum shaky head rig. And I never fished like conventional stuff too much anymore, but I knew that it was gonna pay off on this particular body of water. In the summer, an oversized Magnum shaky head worm like a bullworm is such a good idea to throw. Oh my God, is it a good idea. So I was having so much fun hammering hook sets. I felt like a little kid again. So let's check out that footage right now. Awesome.
Got any bites over there, babe?
No.
What are you on the phone?
I don't have my phone. It's dead.
You're on my phone?
Oh.
Come over here. Why are you outcasting? Come here.
I just got hit right there.
I seen that. I seen it.
That was a small guy.
Yeah, he pulled it though.
He pulled it.
Come over here, babe.
Damn it.
What was that, on the burrito?
That was on the shake Magnum, the bullworm.
Oh, really?
Down as deep as possible.
Dude, the worms usually do pretty good over here. Make it that way in a little while. Get him, get him. What I'm talking about, get him. Good boy. Woo!
He came back.
That's what I'm talking about.
He came back. Dude, that's not a bad fish.
What I'm talking about.
That's not a bad fish, dude.
No, dude,
Look at that hook set, bro.
Right in the roof of the mouth. It wasn't going anywhere.
Fishing deep ledges, bullworm, 8-inch bullworm, Strike King shaky head, 3/8 of an ounce, Shimano Metanium DC, Shimano X Pride extra heavy, just bouncing rock. This guy smoked it, gave it a second, got a nice hook set. We're gonna get him back in right now. Studio Composite handle, awesome. Dude, that was a perfect hook set. Right in the roof. Right in the roof.
Nailed him, dude. I watched you.
All right. Here's the release. That's like not even, that's maybe 2 pounds. Look at that guy.
Good fish, dude, yeah. Good fish, dude. Good fish. I'm glad you caught one. You are, really am.
They are on the bottom, my man.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
68 special up. Forgot to put weights in it again. When it comes in, I got the weights.
This is a great place to lose every Huddleston you own.
Great place to lose everything you own. I've lost so much here.
I mean, you can't help on the rocks, too. I was gonna try. Oh. How about that hook set? How about that hook set, bro? Guys, the Magnum Shaky Head is getting it done right now. Strike King. All nice fish, right around 2 pounds or so. Sun is going down. Just shaking off the rocks and throwing this 8-inch bullworm. And these guys are slurping it up. And I'm drilling. I'm hitting them as hard as I can to make sure I get the hook penetration. Gonna get this guy back in. Awesome. Dude, it's so sick. Man, that is so sick that we're on a worm bite. I know I fish swim baits so much that it's just so fun to catch stuff on conventional stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just nice to mix it up too, everyone.
Yeah.
We might have to move down.
I would say we should move to the position that we're gonna fish right before we leave, so we can cut out most.
We can, if we have.
Usually we end here.
Dude, they are on that freaking shaky head, man. That's a 2.5-er. Guys, this Magnum Shaky Head bite is absolutely out of control. The 8-inch bullworm is just making it happen. And all these things are hitting it so good. Look at that. Just drilling the hook set on these things to make sure I get this big Strike King. He gets a 6/0 hook right through, throwing it on a 3/8 ounce weight, and get this guy back. Here's a release.
One of those bigger ones. You don't want that then?
Right back down. See you, buddy. I got worms, dude. What do you want? Nope, that's on the worm again. See, look, rod tip down. He's not going anywhere. Okay, so that was far out.
Yeah, that was deep then. Open water.
Little guy.
Oh, no way.
I had to literally pop that out. I've never done that before. That was awesome. All right, getting the release. See you, buddy. Go right back down. Dude, this is a shaky head bonanza. Okay, yeah, guys, so that's a wrap. That was a long one. Man, it's tough to compile these longer videos with all these different types of baits, but I think it's really beneficial so you can see what baits are relevant, you know, during the summer months in New Jersey. Again, Big Fish Synergy was started, it's a fusion of styles. It's you know, established to showcase a fusion of selective conventional techniques and big bait fishing to produce maximum results. and we just want to catch quality fish here. You know, you and I both know New Jersey is not known for giants, but there are unbelievable quality, big northeast, northern strain, largemouth green bass to be had. And these are some of the techniques. I just love going over this kind of in-depth session out on the water because it displays techniques that can really yield results for you. So again, give Inkedup Fishing a follow on Swimbait Underground. Check out his baits. He doesn't have an Instagram or anything yet. It was fun to fish with Chris and Brittany, and hopefully we'll get out and do it again. Let's see, if you like this type of content, remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification bell to stay up to date with anything Big Fish Synergy related. And remember, one cast, one bite, one big fish. Go out there and get them, make it happen, slow down, it's the summer, catch a giant.